We got Cronos, a film by Guillermo del Toro, and this is actually Guillermo del Toro's very first film. Let's get into it. So the thing that stuck out to me off rip was the score fit this movie perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. And it definitely showcases Del Toro's vibe and his visuals in his first film. Like, you can see from his very first movie all the way up until Frankenstein, his aura and his atmosphere is like his gothic. You can see his creativity flowing from his very first film, and I love that. I love to see his creative mind never change from his very first movie. So the film is a weirder film because it's like a Mexican vampire dark fantasy film. That's probably how I would classify it. It had a good atmosphere, also had that creepy cinematography feel, and for the time being, it had some pretty good practical effects. Like, it wasn't nothing too crazy or too fakish, I would say. And the actual Cronos device was kind of bizarre. Like, it was like cool to look at, but then, like, I don't know, it was weird. And when I say vampire, it's not your typical vampire film at all. This is more like alchemy vampire. It's not your like vampire lore, suck your blood. It's not that at all. As far as acting, everybody does decent. There's no like standout performance, but like the acting does enough to sell you on their roles. And it's not scary, but it has that like weird horror effect, that like body horror. And it has like more of a creeping dread than there's no jump scares, so if you're looking for that, then this is not what you're going to get. And it almost feels like a drama. Like, I don't think it's classified that, but there's definitely a whole bunch of drama elements sprinkled throughout this film. You can just clearly see the seeds of his later work and his creature design. Like, even that, like, it's just super low budget, but it reminded me of Frankenstein. But this film came out 20 years prior, so just seeing that, I don't know, it's just cool. Also, Del Toro for some reason has some weird empathy for monsters, and once again, this definitely showcases that. Now, the dialogue was not a strong suit, and the plot lost me more than once, so there is that. The critics gave it an 88%, and the audience is 69%. I gave it a 6.5. If you're a fan of Del Toro, it's a must watch. If not, you can probably skip it.